I call this meeting to order at 6:01. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. I will call the roll. I will start on my left.
Mark Courier.
Peg Heard.
Bob Carrier.
Larry Brown.
Tammy Smith.
Justin Mellon.
Okay, we have a quorum is present. First thing, order of business, we're going to review and make recommendations of the 2019 Water District, Milton Water District budget and warrant articles. And a public hearing will follow. So what we're going to do is, Justin, I'm going to have you go down to the budget, go line by line, and what I'm going to do differently is that if there's somebody who has a question, just raise your hand and let me acknowledge you, because there is no numbers here, so you'll have to give the title of what it is.
Okay.
Okay? And first of all, before I go any further, David Carpus may not, he's going to attempt to be here, but if he's not, he's excused. Thomas McDougall is also going to be excused. He does not feel well. And Aaron Hutchings will not be here as well. Okay, those are all excused. They let somebody know, and I just got it from David here. He's going to try, but he may not make it. So, okay, now I'll move on. Okay, Justin, the floor is yours. And if we're going to do is, if we see a question, stop. You know, somebody wave their hands or something, we'll stop.
Throw something at me.
No, they probably need something. Yes.
Copy of his budget.
You need one?
I think I have one.
Oh, here.
Okay, take that one.
Thank you, David.
Before we get started, I
All
do
right.
have a question on the total year-to-date column, Justin.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's what's been spent year-to-date? Okay, thank you.
That's what was expended for 2018.
That was for, okay, because you're still, are you still on the 2018?
We're still on the
budget?
2018 budget.
Okay. While we on that question, when does your
Fiscal year.
fiscal year start?
March.
Starts, okay, March.
Ah, okay.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Justin, you start with the first line.
Alrighty, starting at the top. Stipends. That's for the commissioners, clerk, and moderator. That hasn't changed. $7,374.
Okay,
FICA has a substantial increase this year to $7,100 from $4,572, and that is due to increased staffing.
okay. The T and B, that is for the treasurer and bookkeeper?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, continue.
There's
Oh, Mark?
Yep.
Okay, again, a question on the year-to-date. When did that end? When is that, you're saying year-to-date, is that as of today?
That's as of December 31st.
But it's not,
Okay, so
So
you're,
it's not year-to-date then, okay.
yeah.
December 31st.
okay, I need to mark that too. Okay, Justin, go ahead.
So there's 3 months, or
Oops,
2 months or 3 months that we're missing?
Yep.
okay, Sherry must have that. You all set, Sherry? You all set?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm listening.
you all done, Mark?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, Justin.
The unemployment payroll tax, that was not expended this year. We had a credit from overpaying in the previous years,
Okay,
so that's going to stay at $1,025. Office support and bookkeeper, there's now 3 of them total working part-time. That's going to be $28,393, same as last year. Treasurer's a 0 line. They moved that to the
Okay.
office support and bookkeeper.
okay, Peg, go
Sorry,
ahead.
I do have a question. I'm just looking at the 2018 and the proposed for all 3 of them, and it's exactly the same,
Yes,
but yet the FICA went, I mean, almost doubled.
there was bad planning in the taxes. That's the best way I can put it.
So is that why this?
So 2018 was
the-
too low.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
thank
taxes
you.
weren't paid correctly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
I guess is the best way to put it.
okay. Now, I got a question on the treasurer now that you hit that.
Yep.
Okay, I believe in 2018, on the 2018 proposed, it looks like the treasurer and billing compensation, there was it's marked stipend. Is he part of the,
He's part of the stipends now.
he is, okay, but there's nothing here to mark it.
No, they zeroed the treasurer line out.
It did?
He's
But,
part of the group of stipends at the top.
oh, okay, all right,
If I didn't mention him, he's in there.
all right, that's all I need to know. Okay,
Annual meeting expenses stays at $100. Advertising stays at $223. We
Wait, question.
okay, Tammy?
If you've already expended more than 223, why isn't it increasing?
that
Am I
was
looking at that wrong?
yeah,
That's it.
advertising. They had to put out something this last year, and I can't remember what it was.
All right, but- so it's not something that you
It's
expect to repeat?
not a normal
Okay.
expense. No.
Larry, go ahead.
Question. Did you not have legal expenses and possible public notice due to unpaid bills?
Yes,
Would that explain?
that could explain it. Yes.
Okay, so that's just a one-time,
Yeah, it was a one-time deal.
okay. Okay, okay, go ahead.
Postage, we're leaving at $1,300 for this year, same as last year. Office supplies, printing and equipment, $1,200, same as last year. The audit, that's still ongoing, so we budgeted another $9,750 for that.
Okay.
It's going to be an annual thing for that recurring cost. Dues and association fees went up to $425 this year, and that was due to joining the Three Pond Protection Association.
Okay.
Telecommunications, $4,600, same as last year. Computers, Larry, you have something?
No.
He's all set.
Next
He's all-
one down.
Okay.
Computer system support, budgeting $3,000.
You
So
want-
far, we've only spent $419
Yeah,
this
okay.
year.
Question.
Yes.
No computer skills, but I read. Foster's had an article about a Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forests. Their Rocks estate burned. They lost their computers and their files.
Larry, do you mind speaking up, please? Because we can't hear you on this side.
Oh, okay.
I got Foster's.
Okay. A Foster's article, The Rocks, which is part of the Forest Society, had a fire in a barn. They lost their computers and their physical computers and their data. And the article did not say, but suggested that it wasn't backed up off-site.
Our stuff is not backed up off-site.
It's not?
No, not to my knowledge.
Whoa, boy.
Do you run discs that can be put in a small fireproof safe?
I'm not sure. I can check with the office people. I don't know what he's using for a backup system right now. I know there is a backup.
Okay.
Three carrier pigeons and a dwarf.
Stone tablet maybe.
Can I ask what is the computer system support?
Most of that is for the SCADA system that runs between the water tank and the pump stations.
Okay.
If they have to have
Yeah,
somebody come
right.
and service that.
Okay, anybody else? Okay,
That one.
continue on.
Legal, we're going to keep that at $1,500 because you never know what's going to happen. Thankfully, we only spent $50 this year.
Me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Me, yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Back to the advertising when, Larry, I think it was you that brought up something about legal. Didn't you have some legal things going on this year? Would any of that from the advertising, or should that be down with the legal, do you know, or if you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, just a point.
Insurance, that went up to $6,500 to cover the difference for the following year. They believe it's going to go up a little bit. Lien costs, we dropped that to $500 from $700 because we're not putting as many liens on properties. Other administrative, we just left $1 in to keep the line. Post office and safety box, we dropped to $150 from $300 because we're only expending about $120 a year.
Okay.
Operator compensation, we kept level at $24,000.
Can I ask you a
Okay.
question?
Yes, go
What
ahead.
is that?
That is for the for Mark Badger, who's the certified operator for the system, and for the
Okay.
tech. Operator insurance and retirement, 0. There is no insurance or retirement for him. Technician contractor, we left $1 to keep the line open.
Okay.
That's intended to be used if we need to hire a technician to come in and assist with work.
Okay.
Education, we raised from $700 to $1,500 this year. The substantial increase is due to the operator for the system is coming up on a renewal, so he's going to need to take some extra classes this next year.
Okay.
And the office staff also has some classes.
Yeah,
But you've only spent $6 so far. Are you planning on spending
They're
more?
they're planning on spending the rest of it.
Okay, this year. All right. Thank you.
Water testing, we kept at $3,200. Chemicals and supplies, kept at $4,000. Equipment and tool purchase, we up to $700 from $300. Contractual services, $17,500, same as last year.
Okay.
Operator and treasurer mileage, we dropped to $500 because we're not expending it,
Okay.
but we wanted to keep it there in case they do put in for it.
Okay.
Other distribution and treatment, materials general, kept $1 in there just to keep the line. Vehicle and maintenance, that also includes the vehicle fuel, $1,500. We did overexpend this year, but we're hoping we don't have as many repairs.
Okay, that's, what vehicle we talking?
That's the utility truck,
Okay,
red utility truck.
all right.
Wow.
Okay,
Labor contractor, $6,500. That's in case we need to bring in an outside labor. Parts and plumbing supplies kept at $5,500. Repairs, contracts kept at $25,000. We do have a couple of weeks, so we know we're going to spend that.
okay,
Maintenance and calibration, we dropped to $1 because that's now under contractual services. It's in with another contract now, so we don't need the separate line.
okay,
Equipment rentals, left $1 to keep it open. Other infrastructure is our payment to the railroad every year. That's stayed at $500.
Yep.
Professional services, just $1 to keep it open. And the electricity for the buildings is now under one category, under new well,
okay,
instead of under being separated out like it used to be.
okay, I see that.
So electricity for all buildings, $25,000, and that was calculating the increase that we're going to be seeing. Fuel, $3,600. Repairs up to $2,500. We do know of some repairs that need to be done to the building.
Okay,
Other, so left $1 to keep the line open.
all right,
The well project and the Charles Street loan payment, that's going to remain $145,557 for the next year.
okay. Larry?
I get so few chances to ask math-based questions. The middle line says 556.
Yes.
Can't explain that. So that gives a total operating budget of $340,204, which is a $5,139 increase. It's about 1.53% from last year.
I have a question.
Yes, okay.
Some of these lines that you have not expended anything, like office supplies, printing and equipment, you haven't expended anything, your budget's $1,200. Do you have a surplus in that account? Or for that line?
What they don't expend goes into money market, so it's kept.
I'll say, so, okay. So, any Okay, your billing, your budget is based on water usage.
Based on
okay?
water usage, yep.
So, whatever is left, where did,
Right now, it's put in a money market account
To
okay.
earn interest.
to earn interest on it.
all
How
right.
much is in that account now?
You know, Justin?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Okay.
Looks like there's around 73,000 in that right now.
I'm sorry, I'm
Are you for the water district?
here for the 6:30 meeting.
Oh, it's downstairs.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate that.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt.
And I also have the revenue from last
See you
year,
later.
if you guys would like that.
Yes, I asked for that, Justin, because I was looking at the MS 737. I was looking at that in 2018. It was, I forget what it was. It was my only, yeah, well, he can give me, okay, it was $343,993. That was the estimated revenues. The only reason I asked that because it's based on the budget, and not everybody is paying, and there are some buildings that are not. They've been abandoned, and that's why I'm kind of concerned that, can you cover any of this?
Revenue rate year to date is $383,963.
Okay.
What was it, that 83?
383,963 and 23 cents.
Okay. You all set with that, Sherry? You got it? All right.
So that's as of December 31st.
That
So
was
we-
as of this morning when I got the printout.
Okay, so we have 2 year-to-dates going here. So that's the revenues, that's 383, that's as of this morning.
Yes,
But the
Today's-
budget
that's as of today.
was as of December 31st.
Okay, wait a minute. Larry had his hand first.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry. I wasn't
Oh, he's
looking.
giving it to you first.
Ah, ladies, before gentlemen, how sweet. Now I forgot what my question was. Oh, I know. As far as the revenue, how often do people get billed? Quarterly?
Quarterly.
Okay, so you've got one more coming in?
The
Or is
last one,
this-
the last quarterly billing for 2018 went out, and they're still getting money in from it.
It's still, okay.
All right, so this is kind of like the end of it, but you're still waiting for money to come in. Okay, all right, thank you. Because my other question was, how much of an increase will this budget be for the users, the water users?
No rate increase.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You all set, Larry?
Yeah, 2 things. One, going back to page 1, if I remember correctly, a compliment, probably Stan's fault, on the annual meeting expenses. You send out the annual meeting notice with the billing so that you don't have to put a public notice in Foster's, and so you save that money.
Okay. It's just so you know that the budget committee has to put out that public hearing. It's our cost because we're holding it.
He's talking about the annual meeting.
You're talking about the annual meeting that you have, which is, do you know when it is going
March.
to be?
I don't have the date yet.
Okay, because I was going to look for that myself. Okay, you're all set.
And the other thing is long-term major expenses, capital reserve funding for the second new water tower. What do you do?
We do have capital reserve funds started. There's not nearly enough for a new water tower in them, but they do add to them yearly.
So maybe a coat of paint. And Where does that show up in this?
It's not in the budget, that's on a separate sheet. It's in the warrants.
Oh, okay, with the warrants, fine. Okay.
And the current balance of those funds is in the last round of updates you got.
Okay, this is like January 1st to January 31st, 2019?
Yep.
Okay, so
Karen told
these,
me those were the correct numbers.
these are correct, okay. I know this committee got a copy of this at the deliberative session. You didn't bring it with you. I've got it here.
I don't think I brought it with me.
I just read it.
Oh,
Okay.
I may have it, who knows, I could all of a sudden.
All right,
start to
any other questions on this budget? There's one thing, Justin, you have warrant articles.
Yes.
Okay,
It just has the total cost there, it's not
All
broken
right.
down.
okay. Any other questions on this budget? If not, we'll start the articles. Okay. Article 1, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $340,204 for the operation and commitments of the Milton Water District, which represents the total operating costs shown in the budget attached to the warrant. Recommended by the Milton Water Commissioners. I would need a motion for the committee, budget committee.
You want to recommend article by article?
Yes, we're gonna go article by article.
I recommend that we approve Article 1, the operating budget.
Okay,
I'll second that for
Okay.
discussion.
let me just make a mark here, because I want to make sure I get the totally right. Justin, you're not gonna be able to vote on this. You
Yep.
do know that, right?
I do.
Okay. Okay, myself, I forgot. Okay, I start with you, Mark.
Yes.
Yes,
Larry?
Yes.
Yes.
And the chair says yes, so the motion passes 5-0. Okay, article, yes, Larry?
Okay.
Go ahead.
The
I forgot the discussion.
discussion. The representative from the Board of Selectmen votes on the town budget. The representative from the school district votes on the
You're
school
right.
school district budget.
Okay, so I could be in error in this.
That I don't think it would be a question of what conflict of interest and what personal gain or special treatment would the
Well-
water district.
he gets free water.
I wish.
You do pull a salary, do you? You don't?
Just a stipend.
Just a stipend, okay.
Well,
The school board does the same thing.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
get paid, so does
Yeah.
selectmen. Justin, go ahead. I'm gonna let you vote. If there's something, we'll deal with it,
Yes.
okay? I'm gonna put you in here. At least I marked it, and Larry, you did point out the right.
did you vote for or against?
4.
You didn't abstain, let's put it that way. Okay,
All right, I just have a question. Do we have any balances for any of these trust funds, or?
Yes, that was what we were
Oh, that
talking
was,
about
okay.
on the sheet.
which one's, oh, you're talking about the capital reserves?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I fund.
Okay, do you mind if I just
Go
take
ahead.
a quick peek at that?
You
I do
want me,
remember seeing this somewhere.
it's on the bottom.
Yep,
You wanna keep that sheet, go ahead.
you have
always-
plenty of them, right?
Yeah. I always bring them. I don't have enough for all the people. I just brought mine, and I think I had one more stashed somewhere. I always bring it because somebody's going to ask for it. And if this lady would like to have it, I probably can give her that one.
Okay, I'll just
Okay.
write it.
I'm going to move to Article 2. And let me just write it down, and I'll read it. To see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $10,000 to be added to the Milton Water District Maintenance Expendable Trust Fund, established 3/25/06, to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1. I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve Article 3?
Article 2.
2. Well, I thought we just voted
Sec-
on,
second.
we just voted on 2, folks.
We just voted on one.
Voted on one.
The operating budget.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Never mind.
Who seconded that?
Second.
Second by Larry. Discussion. Seeing none. Oh, Tammy?
Peg, what's the balance?
That balance is $71,984.
Okay.
Since you have the sheet.
All right. Any other discussion? Okay, I'll call the vote. Mark?
Yes.
Yes.
Larry?
Yeah. Yes.
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 And chair says yes. Okay. Article 3. To see if the voters of Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $5,000 to be added to the Milton Water District Building and Renovation Expendable Trust Fund established on 4/12/15 to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1. Discussion. Oh, we'll need a motion first.
I'll make a motion to approve Article 3.
Okay.
Second.
And the balance in that, Tammy, is $12,586.
Thank you, Peg.
You're so welcome.
Any other discussion on this? Okay, seeing none, I'll call the roll. Mark?
Yes.
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 And the chair says yes. All motions so far has passed 5-0.
6-0.
6-0 rather. I forgot I counted you.
You still don't count. Sorry, Justin.
Well, Erin was here, I probably wouldn't count her vote. Okay, Article 4. You all set, Larry?
Yes.
Okay, Article 4, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,500 to be added to the Milton Water District Vehicle Capital Reserve Fund previously established to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1. Need a motion?
I move to recommend.
I will second.
Okay, discussion?
I was there when the 94 red Pathfinder crapped out.
The balance on that one is $4,122.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, wait a minute, I gotta write this up real quick.
You always do the same thing, Mark. Start with Mark.
Yeah, we'll start with Mark.
Yes.
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 Okay, the chair says yes. Motion passes 6-0. Article 5. To see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,500 to be added to the Milton Water District Equipment Expendable Trust Fund previously established in 2012 to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1. Need a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Article 5.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion.
Balance is $6,085.
Any other discussion? Okay, call
Yes.
the roll.
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
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 The chair says yes. Motion passes 6-0. Guys, don't get too quick because I may decide to change it on you.
No changes, Bob.
All right.
Make it easy.
Okay. Article 6, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,000 to be added to the groundwater withdrawal permit expendable trust fund, previously established 4/9/17 to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1. Well, I probably should do before I go any further. And this is, all these articles have been recommended by the Milton Water Commissioners. I want to make sure everybody, they all know it. Every one of them was so far. So I need a motion.
Motion to recommend
I'll second.
and discussion. Justin, would you talk to that?
Yeah, the groundwater withdrawal permit is
Yeah.
a permit they have to get, I believe it's every 5 years.
Ah, okay.
And that's paid to the DES to allow us to withdraw groundwater from the wells.
What does the permit cost?
I believe it's $14,000.
Wow.
Wow.
The balance in that is $4,103.
It's every 7 years.
Every 7?
Every,
Yeah,
Oh, every
it's
7
planned to be
years.
$2,000 a year.
So will we
Oh,
have
okay.
enough?
Yes,
Okay.
he said, I think it's every 7 years, he says, yeah, okay.
that's what the math adds up to.
7 is 14. Okay.
2 plus 2.
Okay, did I call it? Yes, I did, all right. Okay, this ends the budget.
No, we haven't
We
budgeted,
didn't
we haven't
vote.
voted yet.
Yep.
What, we didn't vote on Article 6?
No.
Nope.
Wow, did I get ahead of myself or what? Yes, I did. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no wonder I didn't put the, all right, go ahead, Larry.
Yes.
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 And chair says yes, so the motion passes 6-0. This concludes the review of the budgets, and now I will open the public hearing at 6:31. Okay, I will read the motions, I'll read the articles again. Well, there's no one here, but I still have to go through the motions, just so nobody knows that I didn't bypass anything. Is that all right?
Yes, I will go down, since our voting is done, I will go down to the planning board.
2,
Meeting
3, 4,
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
We just got enough to
5 out
do
of
the
9
minutes.
still a quorum, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Larry, Larry's leave will be leaving downstairs. Well, let's see. I'll take back my thing. I'll open it again. 6:32, Larry will be, or you got, whatever time you got, Sherry, will be fine.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Okay, well,
This is,
next week.
this is probably the last meeting.
yes, it is. And, Larry, you're not coming back, but I'll tell you,
Thank you for your time and courtesies.
you're the longest
this it?
service person on this board.
Unless I come back as the selectman's rep. They're
Larry.
they are contradictory positions. You can't do both.
It's been like real. Thank you for all your years.
Look, if you can fake sincerity, you've got it made.
Did you not think I was sincere, Larry?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now I'll open the public hearing. What's the time?
6:32, you said.
Okay, 6:32. I'll read the articles. So, Article 1, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $340,204 for the operation and commitments of the Milton Water District, which represents the total operating cost shown in the budget attached to the warrant. Recommended by the Water Commissioners, recommended by the Budget Committee, 6-0. Would anybody like to speak to the article? I see none. I'll bring it back to the board. Is there any other questions? Okay. Article 2, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $10,000 to be added to the Milton Water District Maintenance Expendable Trust Fund, established 3/25/06, to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1. Recommended by the Milton Water Commissioners, recommended by the Budget Committee, 6-0. Would anybody like to speak to the motion? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. Any other questions? You all set? Article 3, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $5,000 to be added to the Milton Water District Building and Renovation Expendable Trust Fund, established 4/12/15, to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is an addition to Article 1. Recommended by the Milton Water District Commissioners, recommended by the Budget Committee, 6-0. Would anybody like to speak to the warrant? To the article, rather. Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. There are no other questions? Okay. Now I think I lost. Oh, Article 4, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,500 to be added to the Milton Water District Vehicle Capital Reserve Fund, previously established to be funded from water usages. This is a special warrant. This is in addition to Article 1, recommended by the Milton Water Commissioners, recommended by the Budget Committee, 6-0. Would anybody like to speak to the warrant? And seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. All the board members are all set. Article 5, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,500 to be added to the Milton Water District Equipment Expendable Trust Fund, previously established in 2012, to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is an addition to Article 1, recommended by the Milton Water Commissioners, recommended by the Budget Committee 6-0. Would anybody like to speak to the article? And seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. Okay. Article 6, to see if the voters of the Milton Water District will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,000 to be added to the Groundwater Withdrawal Permit Expendable Trust Fund, previously established 4917, to be funded from water usage charges. This is a special warrant. This is an addition to Article 1, recommended by the Milton Water Commissioners, recommended by the Budget Committee 6-0. Would anybody like to speak to the article? And seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. Okay. We have completed the Water District public hearing, and I will now close the public hearing at, I don't have the time, Chair.
6:36 PM.
Okay, 6:36 PM. Okay. We are now going to go into regular session. Okay. The next item on the agenda was the, well, if I can find my agenda.
Expenditure reports.
Yes. Since Aaron is not here, but the expenditure report for 2018, the final one, I put a list together,
I
and
saw that.
I have to question some of these that I'm seeing on here. This budget that you have in front of you was the last one that I got. It was the February 1st one, and it was additional charges, but unfortunately, our budget is not in there. And some of these numbers, I've got to see if they are what they say they are. Some of these don't make any sense. I'm not going to go over it unless the committee wants to do so.
No, I think you need answers from Aaron or from
No,
this, whatever.
I can give you an answer for the fire question.
the fire one? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Sherry, you got that one? The fire one? Did I put the
The hydrant
account?
fees, it was,
Where are we talking?
Okay, we're in the expenditure report. The one I put together, you must have it with you? Okay, he's gonna give you the number on that. He's gonna speak to the fire department for that one.
4220, 435-435 hydrant fees.
Yeah,
That was not expended because they were not billed.
they were not billed. Okay, so, all right, not billed.
Wow.
That's great.
That is the first time I've seen that. Okay, that takes care of that.
So that's the water precinct, water district
Water district did not bill
did
them.
not bill.
Oops, I'm sorry.
So I don't understand
Switching
why.
hats here.
Oh,
Huh.
now,
Okay.
some of these,
Now, did you bill, but they just are part of the ones that haven't paid yet?
well, that's why I put the 3 years in there. If
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
it, and that's why the numbers did not come out correctly, because they didn't look right to me. But some of these you'll see, there's one, I think I might be able to answer that one, but it's the solid waste. It's a $10 postage, and year to spend $950.94. I think that might be, it could be a decimal error, but I need to know, because what we spent in 2018, I'd like to get the final number, but then we'll have to take out the encumbrances as well, because they've encumbered some of the money. But some of this now, I'll give you a good example. Sewer, on a 01-4326-890 miscellaneous, it was budgeted for $1. Year-to-date spent $93,100. My guess is they did some work in the lagoon, and I believe this money came out of the revolving fund. And if that's the case, just 93,000 should not be showing, because otherwise he blew his budget by 200%. And it's really skewing what we really spent for 2018. Yes, okay?
It's in here
Yeah, but if
for
it's,
$93,099.07. I mean, I was just checking back to
yeah,
The final report?
If it's coming out of the revolving fund, it does not show,
Okay.
because he didn't put it in his budget. And I believe I was here that night that he said it was gonna cost a lot. There was, somewhere in the spring, they were working in the lagoons. And now they charged it to him, and now it draws down the budget as well. So, until I can get some clearer answers, what did we really spend and what was encumbered?
Yep.
That was the only thing that I was hoping that, I'm gonna ask Aaron if I can get that, and I gotta find out what happened to our budget. It's not in here. It was in the
our budget.
budget committee's budget. I went looking for it and I didn't see it. Unless someone, did anybody see it? I was looking for it and I couldn't find it.
I'm not, the one that we just approved, but it's going to the taxpayers?
What's that?
I don't know, when you're saying
Oh, this is
our budget.
2018, yeah, our budget is not in the 2018 budget, in this one. Whoop. Okay, if you've got the January 11th, we sent it out.
I've got a
and-
2-1,
I don't see it.
Yeah, see, you don't, it's not in there because,
but what is this where it's under the budget column?
that's the budgets. But ours is not in there.
Budget committee budget.
Oh, budget
Budget
committee
committee.
budget,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
going, but I'm seeing budget here.
Yeah,
Okay,
what it is, if you must have, if you still have the January 11th, okay, it's different now. If you look, there's been more expenses coming back, so I think the books are most of the bills are now being reconciled, but some of them, it's still skewing the total numbers that we have here. And I need to know what is it that we actually spent for 2018. There's a couple other lines that I could go through, but these are the ones that stood out. And I'm gonna let Aaron do it, but unfortunately, some of the board members will not be here. Any questions on some of the stuff that I wrote out here?
no, I looked at it and I thought they were really good questions that needed to be answered.
Well, we really gotta get something here, because then I just remembered that you've gotta also take out the encumbrances, because that's gonna come out of that line too. And the budget, and also the police department has one in for $18,000 in the miscellaneous line. $1 in it. I don't know what went in it.
I do have answers for you for the school.
Yeah, well, okay. There's no questions on the, we still don't have a budget yet. We'll be waiting till March before we get a budget, so it's still, we still don't have a budget, so,
Us.
but we are spending money.
All right.
Any other questions on it?
Well, I just have one question
Okay.
on the water district. So they didn't bill for the hydrant fees. Are they going to bill for the hydrant fees?
That hasn't been discussed yet.
Okay, that's,
As
So
commissioners, it hasn't been
you
discussed.
didn't bill for the hydrant fees, and the FICA
Well,
Was-
way up.
Way off.
was off. What other things are missing?
I'm not sure yet. I'm only a few months in.
yeah, you're new to the water district, and this is kind of quick for you, but, is there a way I'd like to get a final number on this when you close your books, okay? Could we
I can
get?
make sure that happens.
All right, because I'd like to see this committee get that, because that'll be the first time we ever got it. So we know, okay, and while we're on that, I know I closed everything too quick. The 737, do you have somebody to fill this out?
Yes.
Okay. And I believe 4 copies of this. And if you want, leave it in the mailbox. You know where the mailbox is up here?
No, I'll find it.
You ask the town clerk, and she'll tell you where it is. Send me an email, I'll send it to the committee, and they can go in and sign it, like you did before. And are you gonna post them, or you want me to post some of them?
Whatever you usually do.
Usually they do, but I am not working, so I can post it myself. I know the places where they gotta go in the water district area.
If you'd like to post them, that'd be good.
Okay, once they're done,
I'm not sure where they pull.
okay, I'll take care of that, okay? I just want somebody to take care of this,
Yes, I'll make sure that
okay,
gets
so I
taken
can
care
post
of
it here.
right
Okay, that's something I forgot to do. Peg?
Quick question, when is that gonna be ready? Not until the end of your
No.
fiscal year, so I'll be back.
737?
What?
The 737?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I can have done after our next commissioners meeting.
Okay, this is 20 days afterward. This is the public hearing.
within
We have
that.
20 days to do this,
Yep.
to post them, okay? All right. You just let me
Sounds
know,
fine.
and I'll send it to the committee. What's that?
All right, I mean, depending on when it comes out, I may not be here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send it to the other commission, the
Okay.
other
Yep.
committee members.
Okay.
They're still on board until March, so they can still sign
I'm
it.
here, I will be more than happy to come in and sign it.
Okay. Are we all done with the town report? I mean, I got skewed off quite a bit here. Are we all done with that? Okay, let's go with the school report.
Okay. It has been a while, folks, so I know that every month I always ask questions, and every month Nate answers my questions, and I send them to Bob, and he sends them off to people. So I'm just gonna go through the latest, the January expense report, and on page 1, line 1100, 51220-2, middle school substitutes was up, and it's because we do have a long-term sub at the middle school.
Okay.
On page 2, 1153 to 23, high school contracted services. What is happening? Nate is now going through line by line by line because things in the past have been posted in the wrong place, and he believes because the middle school contracted services is down, that some of that should be posted to middle school. So I will keep on tabs with that. Okay, page 3, I've already answered all of those questions. Page 4, I've already answered all of those. Page 9 was the next one this month. Line 2120-51130-3-2. That was, and there were just 2 questions here because there's a guidance secretary and a guidance support, and it's all one and the same person. So further down you'll see guidance support FICA. Anyway, it's an increase in salary. And then if you look down, 2120-512-303, the high school guidance counselor, that's just kind of a really weird thing because we now have negative 57,000 left, but it has been moved up to 51120 high school guidance. Part of it, the counselor, part of it was paid for by a grant, and the grant is gone, so it's now totally funded by us. Okay, page 12. If I can find page 12. Elementary supplies, library supplies, line 2220-56100, and they were just price increases for various items that were approved to be purchased, but they cost more than what was budgeted.
You all set, Sherry?
Are you getting all of these, Sherry? Okay. Page 15. Line 2320-56100, SAU supplies. Very interesting. We had to pay the food service fund for catering the open orientation at the beginning of the year, and we had not budgeted for it. And just they had to order some more forms, so it should be budgeted for this year. And food service just charged us for it, which was weird.
Okay, you were on page 15, you said?
Yes, page 15,
What was the?
2320, 56100, Under SAU expense, this is the supply line.
Okay, okay,
Okay?
yep. Wow.
Professional development, page 16. Lines 2410, 53220-2 and -3. Professional development. And it's very interesting. It was supposed to be moved elsewhere. It has not been moved. It was a season ticket for the New Hampshire Superintendents Association, AAAA, NHSAA. So it was a season subscription, but it's supposed to be moved.
Okay.
To page 17. 2610-51290, custodian subs and overtime. Yes, due to the increased snow. So we had to obviously hire extra people to come in and help.
Okay, could you just hold it for a minute?
Yep.
Sherry, Larry just came back.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, all right, go ahead, continue on.
Okay, page 22. Foods line 3154-300. Food service repairs maintenance. It was the kitchen oven, and I did not realize that we own all of the kitchen equipment. So it's ours rather than food service people. Now the good news. You want the good news?
Yes, could
All
do
right.
so.
Woohoo. If you go to page 21, under support services, 2952-140, 1 and 2, workers' comp. We've never received this before. Nate was not even aware that we ever would, but it was a premium holiday to workers' comp. So they are crediting our bill $24,000.
Oh,
Wow.
I know, which is less than what we budgeted. And on the next page, 2900, 52,600, 1 and 2, same thing, premium holiday. We are getting a credit to the bill of $15,731. Don't ask why.
You didn't use
Nate
all
doesn't
right.
have a clue why.
it. You didn't use it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, we've never had one before. The time that Nate's been here.
Yeah, but see, that's, you got the credit, the holiday, because it wasn't used.
Right.
You didn't use the unemployment, no one got hurt, on the job, and so that's why the holiday.
Thank you, sir.
And then the other question on the first one you said about the, what page was it? The first one you talked about,
The substitutes at the middle school?
no,
No?
the next one.
Do.
page 5, is it?
High school.
Contracted services.
Yep.
Did a student that you counted out, it was in, when you budgeted, were they in middle school, then they got moved over to
No,
high school? That
no, it
wasn't
was
the-
just, as
Yeah,
Nate
okay.
said, he's now going through line by line. The good thing is that everything is encumbered, that we know about,
Right.
so as of now, we still have $282,000 and 155 cents to spend.
Okay, so we got 2.84% left to,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. There's something else you wanted to say, I believe.
Yes. Oh, where's my pen? One of the things that happened, thank you for reminding me, because I really would have forgotten that. At the deliberative session, and I jumped right on the bandwagon, but one of our members got up and as far as the default budget, he basically said that with the default budget, the plow truck and the Dodge Caravan, whatever the tax impact would be, should not be part of the bottom line. And then I jumped up and went, ooh, neither should the teacher contract, which is not a true statement. If townspeople vote on the default budget but approve all 3 of those warrant articles, this is the correct amount, $1.19 per thousand. So I got a nice email from Nathan, and I was schooled. Which I don't mind being schooled, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
So I just wanted people to know that that is the way it goes.
Is there anything on the grants that you mentioned?
Nothing really. Some of the dates have not been changed. I
Okay.
did question Nathan on that. The DHHS should go through 6/30/19. But other than that, our big SIG grant is gone. And that was the high school technology. So we still do have, you know, Title II and Title I grants coming in. But grants are
They're starting to dry up.
drying up. Yep. Which is unfortunate, but
Okay, I got something on the revenue report. 40,000 is what it comes down to.
whoop,
It's page 1. Catastrophic aid.
yes.
I see the budget is at 24,000. Is this something that's coming to us, or is this something that's been budgeted?
We budget money coming in, and we have already received 30,000.
Okay, so why is there
Well-
amount remaining?
Because if you look at the revenue report, because it's money coming in, you're going to
Yes.
see the parentheses
Yes.
because it's a credit. So we actually have more money. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. That's what I don't like about this. They got the parentheses, then they got those that are straight lines. I mean, you got to figure out which one's which.
Well, anytime revenue,
Yeah,
just think of the brackets.
yeah, it's the brackets.
It's a credit, it's coming in.
All right.
Not that we have to pay back that 5,400.
Yeah.
It's ours. It's ours to keep.
Okay. Any other
Does that
questions?
help?
Whoops. Yes, it does. It
Okay.
does. I'll get there yet. Any other questions on the school? Larry?
Yeah, just to send back to the rest of the board, the presentation by Bob Adams on the choreography of cleaning the school in preparation for after a snow storm was just wonderfully detailed, and I hope that it sold that article.
Thank you. Now, we got 2 written quotes, a verbal quote for somebody else to do the plowing, and we would not be having delayed openings, quite honestly. It would be a school cancellation day to have somebody else do it. I mean, they are out there at, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning starting. Bob is a salaried employee, so there's no extra money for him. So, in our humble opinion, be that as it may be humble, is that we need the truck and we need to take care of our own plowing. So, yeah.
All right. So
I know, and something else, I don't know if it was said that day, but did check with Pat Smith about having the town do it, and, oh my, the town would have to buy another truck,
Find a driver.
and then
And
find a
driver,
driver,
yeah.
So, I mean, it's a truck, so,
The town did at one time plow. They did. And again, the school was last. Roads came first.
Yeah.
School came last,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is fine. It worked to a point. The town used to do the repairs and the maintenance of the vehicles for the school. it worked, again, at the time it worked. The reason on the truck, and again, I'll state this again, I voted no. At the meeting, we did not get the information. Like a lot of those articles, we did not get the information.
Yeah.
And you asked us to vote on it without any information. Now I can go and just sit there and yeah, you're a nice person, so I'll trust you, but that's not my role. My role is to look at what we have to do here. So
Excuse me, look at this face, come on.
that's why I said, do I need to clarify any more? Would you like a shovel to dig your hole bigger?
No, Mark, I have one for you.
My last meeting, so I can say anything I want.
Ooh.
Yes,
You know,
Patty?
speaking of the town doing the school, in Rochester, believe it or not, the town does do, like the big swipe. Horrible. That's all I can say. There's no care taken, and if it happens to snow during the day, and you drive out, oh well, we've already plowed. We're done. We're not going to bother to, continue plowing where the cars were. So it's not their property, I guess, is what I'm saying. Whereas the school, it's their property, their employees. They're going to take better care of it than. I mean, nothing against the town, but.
But again, the town did a great job.
Yeah.
However, their priority are the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to be that way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. So, anyway.
Larry, you want to say
Oh,
something?
just the, again, that Chinese puzzle of shovel this from point A to point B, bring the school bus into point A, then shovel B to C, and then when the school bus leaves, shovel C back to B, so that A can still work. Thank you, Bob.
All right. All right. We're going to move on to approval of minutes, January 8th. Now, when I sent it out at the delivery session, there was no changes. I don't think they were corrected. But I did send the committee a corrected version, maybe 3 days ago. So the January 8th, what I've got here is a line that you took out was the school district fiscal year 2019-2020. You took that out on page 1. And on page 1, let's see. Go
We're
ahead.
going to go through all those changes, or? I mean, I sent all the changes that I made to Sherry. They were all in red.
My update.
I sent them to you.
Yes.
And I know you sent them out to
To
the
the
rest
committee.
of the committee.
So, is there any additional that what we did here? That's what I want to make sure, because I know I made one in blue here, where it
Okay.
says, Mr. Carrier said, Code of Ethics issue that was brought up. I put up by a Milton resident. I added those words in there.
Okay.
And Sherry, if you need that, I have the copies here. I think that's all it was on this one.
Okay. Then I'll make a motion to approve the January 8th minutes with the corrections that have already been sent to Sherry, and then Bob's minor one.
Second.
Okay, second by Larry. Any discussion? Further discussion on this? Okay, we're going to take a vote. Mark?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 The chair says yes. So the motion passes 6 to nothing. Yeah, we're back to 6.
Yeah, we're back to 6.
6 to nothing. Okay. January 10th. Okay, I did add couple lines in there. Actually, there's some other stuff in here, but I'll go through it. You all see my changes. Is there anybody want to add any changes to it? So you're okay, content with that?
Okay, and you've sent your changes to Sherry.
Yeah. Did I send it to you? I didn't send
I
it?
don't think so.
All right, so you're going to give
I
her
don't
the blue
recall seeing
copy?
it, but I'll have to double check again.
I'm pretty sure I did, but if you want, I'll give you my sheets.
Okay.
Okay?
Because I do mine in red. But
Okay.
I will make a motion to approve the January 10th minutes with my corrections already going to Sherry,
I
and Bob
didn't.
giving her.
I didn't.
his.
Yeah, I didn't make any changes. I didn't see any. So any. Okay, we just had the discussion, right?
No,
I'll second.
Okay. Move it. You
Mark
move
is
it.
seconding.
Okay.
Made the motion.
Now we
Second.
can have a discussion on this.
What day was Saturday?
February
Saturday,
9th?
February 9th. It should be in there too, Larry. I put the 9th and the other ones in this one,
Right.
okay, because
Oh.
I didn't print them out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the first ones we did not have
That's
printed, so,
That's the 10th. That was a Thursday.
yep.
That was the public hearing,
Okay, that, all right.
okay?
Yep.
All right, okay, any more discussion?
Nope.
Okay, call the roll.
Yes.
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 Chair says yes. Motion passes 6-0.
All right, I will make a motion to approve January 16th
15th,
minutes.
15th.
15th? Oh, you got 16th here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have 16th?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, good grief. I can't believe it. Well, then, we're gonna have to start.
So you changed it, okay?
Okay, I changed it. Okay, the 15th.
With corrections that I've sent to Sherry. And if you have any more, Bob?
No, there's only one I did make, and that was on page 5. That was the one we discussed at the deliberative session. The boat ramp. It's not
The
7.
vote. Yeah, I had already changed that on mine, so I sent that to Sherry already.
Okay, so it was 711.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the only changes that I saw.
Okay.
Okay, so I need a motion. You just
We
made
did,
one.
and we did.
You get a second on that too?
Yep.
Okay. So we had our discussion?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I'll vote.
Yes.
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 And chair says yes. Motion passes 6-0. Now, Saturday, February 9th, you all should have one of these, because this is the one I didn't print out, and you made some changes. Wait a minute, I need
Which
a
one
motion.
do you want? Do you want the town or do you
Town
want the school?
first, 'cause
Okay,
I-
the town.
I put it in order.
I will make a motion to approve the deliberative session for the town with corrections that I have already sent. Did I send you these? No, because these,
I didn't do them.
because you did them.
I did those.
So I sent the changes to you,
Yes,
right?
you did, yes, you
Okay.
did. And,
Second for discussion.
okay, I do have to put something else in here that I didn't before. We took no action on those minutes. And I should reflect it because it was on the agenda, and somebody's gonna wanna know what happened to them.
Oh, okay.
We
Alright.
just decided not to do anything with it, because we didn't even discuss it or anything. We just said, look, some people did not read it, and that should go right after we open the meeting, right after the roll call, before the moderator. Okay, Sherry, you got that? There was no action taken
Yep, I
on
got
that. That was just the additional one I needed to put in. I thought about it, and I said, I gotta do something with it. So, any more discussion on it?
Did you send these to her with corrections?
I believe I sent everything to you.
Probably.
Usually I put you on my list, Sherry. You're in there somewhere, but if
Yeah,
you
I'll
didn't,
look.
Okay,
if not, I will give you this one.
No, I got it right here.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah, I did them tonight.
okay.
Okay, so, okay, no more discussion, we'll take a vote.
Yes.
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 And chair says yes, motion passes 6-0. Now, the one that Tammy Randall did for me,
I'll make a motion to approve the school district deliberative session minutes of the 9th.
Second for discussion.
okay, is there any other changes in here? I did not see any.
I did make corrections, but these I did not send to you. Did I, Sherry, or did you send them to Sherry?
Sherry should have everything that you guys have gotten. If not, I'm gonna give her all of these. That'll help you out, Sherry? Okay,
Or online, because my changes are already
Yeah.
online, which would probably be easier. Let me know.
Just send it, just send everything
Okay,
that's send it online, rather than
Okay.
give me the copies.
yeah.
okay.
Because it's easier for me to look at it online than it is to shuffle
Okay.
through the copies.
You, Peg, you're gonna give her that?
Yep,
or-
I will send this one to you.
Okay.
Okay, because whatever it is, because whatever this committee gets, Sherry, you get everything. You know, you might get a repeat, but you get it. Okay?
Yep.
Is there any other corrections that needed to be in here? Okay. End of the discussion, we'll call the vote.
Yes.
Yes?
Larry, you see anything in there?
Yes. No. I'm sorry.
If you,
You can explode firecrackers next to me when I start reading. I did not hear a thing.
Larry.
Boom.
Wow. Are you gonna be able to make it out of here? I might end up locking him in by mistake.
No, people used to blow up the lunch bags. And
Oh.
that if I was to vote, I say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Chair says yes.
Oh,
So
I
the
love
motion
it.
passes 6-0.
For the questionable Larry.
He doesn't know which way he wants to vote, but that's all right.
Okay. Any other business that may come before the board? Is there anything coming across? This is going to probably be, this is the last meeting for some members here, and I was hoping to keep this board intact because it's a good board. After all what we went through, I mean, resignations and the calendar that should have worked, it didn't. And the marathon evening we had after 10 o'clock, that
Should not have happened.
no, it should not have happened. A lot of things happened this year, and for this committee to stay intact the way it did.
You mean for us to come back? Is that what you're trying to
Not
say?
come
Meeting
back.
after
Keep showing
meeting?
up.
You were showing up, and sometimes on a short notice. Things were just wild. I mean, I never had it so good. And
Well, if you want me to be back here for the school,
well, Mark, you're not coming back, and
I know, you're not coming
I-
back. I mean, it's been so much fun. What am I going to do?
You got others that you can
Who am I
pick
gonna
on.
harass?
But I always put you right next to me because you're so easy.
I may have to separate them.
I actually had to separate these two.
Well, that's why you're there. Mark, you've done a great service. I really enjoyed working with you, and I'm gonna hate to see you go because you brought up some good stuff this year that now I gotta try and remember it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
No, you're welcome. Just got
No.
other commitments that I'm going to go after and volunteer in different areas. So it's
Yeah, but I'm gonna kind of miss you on this board, because you've got some good questions out there, and I'm gonna have to keep them.
I still want to know about the water precinct not billing money. So.
We're gonna find something out anyway.
It'd be kinda
Whatever.
nice if they forget to bill us, as
Yeah.
opposed to the hydrants.
Yeah. Larry, I'm losing you. You are the longest service member on this board, which I think is somewhere around 13, 14 years. You were here before I even got on board.
He was
You
here
have-
before I was born, weren't you?
You could have been here the first day the world started, but I'm going to miss your unique ways, how you bring out issues that come up. You explain it a lot better. The code of ethics you did, that was well done. And all those that you've done for us, that sometimes I have a hard time to interpret, but you always have a good saying about it. You always know how to dig into it and make sense of it. I'm going to miss you being here.
I miss Bob Cernick. We will never have someone who could say so easily, I am objectionable to that.
I remember Bob.
That's how I started. Thank you. I got a different take. Read too much. Back when Shakespeare was in business, there was something called everyman, with a capital E. And everyman was that person who had the most balanced and humane interests of the community at heart, and could always be trusted to try to do the right thing. And
We have our everyman.
that is no.
We're
that is-
celebrating you, Larry.
No, that I'm sorry. That is you for the time, patience, and heart palpitations
Oh, yeah.
that you put into the year, and just brought it together out of differing perspectives, and I hope people coming on board serve you as well as we should.
Well, thank you, Larry, but it was supposed to be your time here that I appreciate you being here. Because you're here, you kind of change the course sometimes a little bit.
Do we know the words for Kumbaya?
I don't even know what that is.
Why don't we need a campfire? Come on. And the marshmallows.
Thank you for your good thoughts. It is always a surprise that occasionally I follow some math.
Well, that's the thing. You keep saying nothing but math, but you're pretty good at it. But the thing is, you've been my sidekick for quite a while, for quite a few years, and sometimes I rely on you for a few things. And it's greatly appreciated. And again, Mark, if there's an opening, I hope you might be able to find your way back in here.
We'll see.
Okay.
It's fun. But Tammy, you're still on. You get 3 years.
Yes.
I had to hold up 3 fingers, right?
And, no, and as far as the newbies go, we've lucked out.
We lucked out?
Yes.
Yes.
And Justin, you're staying. You want me to stay, Bob?
Yes.
No, I like the
I'll send
detail,
somebody.
You brought in with the
Geez, nobody asked
with
me
the
if I
budget
stayed.
numbers.
I'm hoping you're going to stay. If not, you know who's going to do the meeting minutes? She'll be correcting the whole page. Okay.
I'll just do them all in
Anything else
red.
you want to say, Larry, or anything?
No.
Okay.
Is there a motion for adjournment?
Not yet.
None yet.
In about
Darn.
in about 30 seconds, okay? Just so you know, next meeting's March 19th. That's a week after the elections, and we're going to be going through a new course. We'll be electing officers, and we're going to another journey. Hopefully this one will be a lot smoother than the one that we went through this year. I never seen so much go the wrong way. And this committee to follow me, as well as often I turn them all over the place. I said, Chief, they're not going to follow me. I get them all over the place. But I appreciate it very much for you showing up. You know,
And we kept coming back.
Yes,
to
you
Bob,
have.
You know?
I figure somewhere along somebody might want to lynch me. Does he know what
I
he's
just come
doing?
back for the entertainment.
Well, you got a good reason to come back. So
That's right.
I'm asking you to come back.
I do that.
All right.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Then, Larry, would you like to do the honors?
I move to adjourn.
I will second that. Oh,
Okay. Discussion?
I'm sorry.
Should let Mark.
Oh,
Mark, yes, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Just yes.
Second by Mark. Okay. Any
The
discussion?
record will show.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you very much. The meeting ended
Yeah,
at...
Mark, I keep forgetting. I mean, it's-
7:17.
Okay.
you know,
got it.
this was
Thank
a
you, Bob.
fast.
You did. You
Year.
did well. This season
I
you did well.
really am gonna miss you, Mark. Because
Did it seem like a fast year?
Yeah, it seems fast.
Now it does.
shut this off.